Ow! Hello, everyone. Oh, I couldn't find my phone. I was getting sidetracked because I was starting to... Whoops. Sidetracked. Let's turn that off. I was prepping some flowers. Hey, Marlo. Welcome. Okay. So I got a bunch of stuff laying around here everywhere. So I'm going to put that aside. I have glue all over. And I probably should have used a different craft mat. But at least this is the warped one. Oh my goodness. Oh. Seriously. FYI, don't use a craft mat when you're using hot glue. Okay. So we're going to make some flowers today. This is... Oh! Okay, so... Yeah, I've got Angry Birds and... I don't know, I think this is Dora. I don't know. Just wear gloves when you're cutting tin foil. Like the tin foil cookie sheets. There's another one here. And I think I have another one on this finger, but I thought, you know what? My whole hand can't be covered in Band-Aids. But I was bleeding like a stuck pig. It was bad. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, pretty much like a razor blade. That's exactly what it was. Okay. So, we're going to make some flowers. I started doing some. I need a sip. I'm just having Clamato juice. I was starving and I didn't want to eat anything, and I thought at least I'm going to get some vitamins out of it. So, that is what I'm having. Okay, so the first thing that I've got is I have some fabric, and there's cut in circles, and they're all different sizes. So I've got four different sizes. The first one is probably 5.5 inches. And then it goes down about 1/2 inch in each one. And this one I think needs to be cut just a wee bit more. So what I do to cut my circles is you start with a square, and then I fold it into triangles until I've got about that size of a triangle. And then I just kind of round it from corner to corner. And it gives me a circle, but it also looks like there's petals, which is what I want. Now, with my first one, I couldn't do that because my square was too small. But I really like the pattern of this material. So we're just going to do that anyway. So we're going to layer. And I have some... I also have some Deco Mesh. But I don't know if I want to use it. No, we're not using Deco Mesh. Okay, so what you need for this is 4 or 5 pieces of fabric, and then your glue gun. So you're gonna just glue the center, just put a glue dot on the center and add your second piece. And the glue gets really hot. I got burns and cuts and oh my goodness. Okay, and then your third piece. And press that down. And then the last one. Press that down. And I think what I want to do, don't use your good scissors for this. And very, very carefully. Now I like these cookie sheets. I got them at, was it Dollarama or Dollar Tree? And they are like this. I've already cut out a couple. But I like that it's got this marking here. I don't know. It just, I thought it'd look really cute. And then in the center of that, I was thinking that we could put this on. So you get a little bit of the metal there. That might actually be too big. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, that should be fine. So I'm just going to cut. I'm just cutting the edge of this piece of aluminum just to give it some dimension. And I will show you. This is where I miss having the overhead camera. I'm really mad at the company I was using. So it just looks a little bit, some texture to it. Okay, so now, after you've glued it to your mat, you're gonna do a dot of glue, and then you're gonna pinch it. So you just pinch it together just with a little tiny dot of glue, and you're gonna do that 3 times on the back. So kind of like in thirds. So another dot of glue, and then pinch it together. Oh, that's hot. And you're going to do that with each layer. And that gives the flower a little bit of dimension. So you can see it's not completely laying flat now. We're going to do that with all of the petals. And you can do it in the exact same spot that your first layer is in, or you can alternate to make it look like a fuller flower. And I think I'm gonna alternate. Whoa. Don't put your fingers in the glue, because that'll hurt. Okay, where did I do? 1, 2, I'll do 1 here. And then we can put some embellishments in the center. Oh, I think I need some finger protectors. And then we'll do one here. And the thinner the fabric is, whoa, the hotter the glue seems. All day I was thinking that today was Wednesday. And then it hit me, it's Thursday. Oh, I never know what day of the week it is. So if you guys are watching this on a replay, make sure you comment #replay. That way I can give you a shout out and I know that you've seen it. Now this top one, I don't think I'm gonna do, but you can see how it's not laying flat anymore. It's really picked it up. So now we're gonna put this carefully into the center. Actually, I think it's gonna look good. Oh yeah, that's gonna look really cute. So let's put a bunch of glue in here. I want this to really stay. That is adorable. So you could either glue this to something that you were working on, or you could put a magnet on the back if you had a magnetic board, which, oh, I don't have access to mine. But if you had one of our Aiden boards, you could totally do some kind of a floral scene and put your own flowers on. I think it's adorable. So that is flower number 1. And you can use any scrap fabric that you have. Absolutely anything. The second one that I'm going to do is this little guy. I did this in advance. And I used, oh, what are they called? They are, of course, it's the French side, painter's towels. So it comes in a bag of, I don't know, 25 or 50 or something. And they're just these square towels. You could use a drop cloth, which would be thicker. And then what I did was I cut it into a 1-inch strip. This length will make a really small flower. And then I've got a little square of the same painter's cloth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to tie a knot in the end. Just get a good knot there. And then I'm going to glue the knot on this small square. This square is 3 inches by 3 inches. It doesn't really matter because you're going to trim it down after you're finished. So get some glue on there. And then glue down your knot. So it looks like this. I've got the knot glued down. Hey, Anita. Thought I better check for some comments. Okay, so now that you've got this glued down, and it's not wet still, you're going to twist the strip of drop cloth or whatever you're using. You could use fabric for this too. And then you're going to glue along the outside of that knot, and you're going to wrap this and make sure that it's twisted. If it unravels or untwists, then just give it another twist. Press it down, add some more glue. And then just keep going all the way around. Oh, and don't burn yourself, please. And then for the embellishments, you can use anything from buttons to pearls. If you've got some old jewelry, missing pieces or earrings, you can totally add that. I've got a bunch of pearls, so that's what I'm using. Although I probably have some jewelry that I could take apart. Okay, just keep going. Ow, all the way around. Hello. I think I need to create a bloopers reel of all of my fun stuff. That would be funny. If you can't laugh at yourself, I don't know how the rest of that goes. Okay, and then we're just going to glue this last piece in here. And push that in. And I think I'm going to use my scissors for this. I'm going to have to vacuum the floor. I got little bits of glue everywhere. Okay, so you can see that now I have to trim back my base piece. And I'm going to use the scissors here. And I go about, oh, I don't know, what's that? Just over 1/4 inch. You could totally use a different color for your base. Another piece of fabric. So there it is without any embellishments on it. Twist that in there. Okay, let's throw that out. I've got buttons too. Let's see if I can find. I think that would be cute. Oh, we could do 2 buttons. Oh, that looks like an olive. Okay, scratch that idea. Green and red. It's like, what is it, a pimento? But I really like this green, so maybe we'll do green. There, that looks good. These are just old buttons that I've had laying around probably for 15 years. Okay, so we're going to glue the first one down. And be careful when you're doing this because there's holes in these buttons, that the glue will actually come up through those holes. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I did that earlier. Okay. So there is another cute little flower with some glue strings all over. All right, now, this is another one that I did. This one is using, I think it's 5-inch burlap that I have. I wanted to get the 6-inch burlap because I wanted it to just be a little bit bigger. But this is what we're going to do now. And when I remembered what time it was and I couldn't find my phone, that's what I was working on. I'm doing one that is, it's just under 3 inches, so it's going to be very small. Now I'm just going to finish rolling this one up. And then I will show you guys how to do this one, because it's super cute. And it just happens to be in, you know, one of my favorite colors. So I'm just gluing. All the way along. Okay. So here is another little one, and you don't even have to put anything in the center. This one I might put a big bead right there. And press down. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Okay, let's get rid of, oh, I wanted to do another one of these. Hang on. We're going to do one more of the twisted. So what I did, because I didn't have a long piece, I put 2 pieces together. I just glued them in the center. So this one is probably, well, let's see exactly. 30 inches. Okay. So I've got that. And then I took a piece of ribbon, 30 inches, the same length. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to lay this on top, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to tie a knot in this. If I can get it. Now I probably could have made my drop cloth a little bit narrower. Whoops, but I think it should be okay. I'm just going to cut this piece off. Okay, we're going to glue this down. Just get it on there. And then we're going to start twisting. But you want to make sure that your ribbon is not on the inside of your folded piece, because then you won't see it. I think I have to, I'm going to make it narrower because the ribbon is just getting stuck inside, so you can't even see it. So we're going to cut this guy. We're going to cut it in half. So instead of it being 1 inch, it's now going to be just over 1/2 inch. But we'll be able to see the ribbon really well. Wish my scissors were longer. And now I got enough for another flower too. So nothing wrong with that. Okay, we'll tie it in a knot. Oh, I'm having such a problem tying a knot. Okay, we're going to re-glue. All right. I'm just going to check for comments. Which one looks like an eyeball? Yeah, it almost looks like a cabbage rose or a rose. Yes, I am going to do another one out of the burlap marlow. But I remembered that I was going to do a second one of this, and I didn't want to be going back and forth on you guys. So we are twisting and gluing. So twist and place it down with some glue. Oh, this one's going to be really cute. And if you have too much fabric by the time you get to the outside of your square, you can always cut the fabric off. So you can make these as big as you want or as small as you want. This is adorable. Just got to remember to keep twisting. All right. This one's going to look so different from the other one. I like that. Ow. And ouch, you can't even see where I joined the two pieces of painter's cloth, which is awesome. Ow, ow, ow. We're almost there. I think I need some ice. Okay, we'll just almost a little bit more. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to glue this last piece in. Use the scissors to give it a little tuck. And press down. Okay, now we're going to cut. And it's a good thing I stopped where I was because I've got just over 1/4 of an inch on the two sides. You want to have at least 1/4 of an inch just to give the flower, you know, that little bit of extra. Just cutting around. Throw that out. And I think I have a cream. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, that'll work. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So there's 3 different ones. And I think they're different sizes too. So you can make them as big or as small as you want. All right, let's get this cleaned up so we can do the burlap. I think that's my favorite, but we're gonna need some space. Let's get this cleaned off. All right, do you guys have any questions before we move on? Hey, Pat. So this is the, I think it's 5-inch. Yeah, it's 5-inch burlap. So with the 6-inch, you would have just that little bit more to give it a little bit more fullness. So I'm going to cut this at 21 inches. Okay, now what you have to do, and this process takes a little bit of time. You're going to skip the first, I'm going to say first 4 on either side. So I'm going to count 4. And then I'm going to grab the 5th one and I'm going to pull. So you're going to do that with every one. Hi, Marie. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. So you're going to keep pulling. Now I'm keeping these straight. The first batch I did, I didn't, because you can always use these for tassels or, you know, any other decor, because it's very fine jute. So I'm going to pull a few more and then I'll hold it up so you can see what it's looking like. This is the part that takes the longest. The rest of the flower is like a piece of cake. So can you see how, excuse me, all of these pieces are missing here? That's what we're doing. We're pulling out the centers. And you want to do one at a time, because if you try and do more, you could end up pulling your edges, and you don't want to pull your edges off. So just hold on to it, and one at a time. I think I got that one at, it was either Dollarama or Dollar Tree. I think Michael's has it too, but I find all the ribbons and their burlaps and tools and everything are so expensive. And I think, do I still have the... burlap garland. It was Dollarama, $3 for the bundle. Michael's would have been, I'm going to say $15 easy, if not more. So the good thing with Michael's being so far away from me is that I rarely go there. Because it's about, I don't know, 40-minute drive if there's no traffic. So Dollar Tree and Dollarama are my friends. We're actually best buddies. Whoops. I was trying to pull two and it makes it hard. We are almost there. I'm going to have to make something tomorrow to use my flowers. Maybe put some magnets on. Okay, so I have pulled all these. So now I'm just going to put this aside. And this is what it looks like now. Now I have some ends here that I have to pull off because I guess I cut it crooked. So let's... Okay, so now what you're going to do is make sure you have a glue stick in your glue gun. And you're going to glue the bottom edge and pull this down and attach it to the bottom edge. Again, be really careful because it's hot and there is not much of a surface behind it. So it's really easy to get the glue to come through. So I'm going to use my scissors and just press down. Okay, you're going to do that all the way across. So fold and press. And then lift it off whatever surface you're working on because it will stick to your mat. So the rest of the flower making for this one is, you know, super fast. It's pulling all those threads that takes the longest. Okay, you want to make sure that it's really secure. So now we have this. And you can see how, hopefully, it kind of goes on an angle. Lots and lots of glue. All right, so now that this is done, we're gonna roll it now. So you're gonna glue and then roll all the way across. Yes, exactly, Carol. That's why I put them aside. The first batch I did, I totally forgot to keep them in a nice straight line, and they just ended up in a big jumbled mess. And my patient level is like 0. So they went in the garbage. Okay, so you're going to twist. You glue it and twist it. So you're rolling across onto the glue. So you're getting this. So you're going to have a cylinder at the bottom. Now it doesn't look like much at the top until we're finished. Then we're going to open it up. So just keep going all the way across. Okay. Oh, I just looked at myself in on my screen, and it reminds me the Dear Bed I Love You transfer is going to be retiring. Once it's sold out, that is it. So if it's a transfer that you guys really like, I would suggest getting it sooner rather than later, because it will be gone fairly quick. I think I might need to order another one too. It almost looks like a scrubby for the kitchen with a little end on it. I want to make sure that this is really glued down. So I'm just going to hold it for a second to let it dry on there. Hey, Bev. Oh, that's a great idea, Marlo. It's such an easy craft to do. Oh, just maybe don't let her use the glue gun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it down. And by pressing it down, I'm opening up the flower. And you can press as much as you want or as little as you want. But there is the flower without anything in the center. Now I could, what have I not used? I could do just a big black button or a big blue button. What do you guys think? Big button in the middle? I think so, because it's just, you know, simple, nothing fancy. There you go. I love the blue one too. I just wish that it came, maybe it does, I don't know. I want to get like the 6-inch because this would be stunning. And then I've got this one, which is probably 3.5 inches, but it's going to make a really tiny flower. Oh yeah, Marie. Yeah, try it out. These are super easy to make. What time is it? So almost an hour. And we made this one, the fabric flower. We've got 3 of the twisted painter's cloth or drop cloth flowers. Then we've got a small one of these. I'm going to call it a cabbage rose. And then we've got this one. And we've got this one. Now I was going to show you guys how to do this one, but I really don't like it. Yeah, it's just not, yeah, it's kind of blah. So we're not going to do that one. So there, flowers 3 different ways in many different sizes. I love this one. I like this one too. I don't know. I think I like them all. They're all nice. And they can all be used for something. No matter what I do, they're going to look good. Can a person dye it? I don't know. I think it might be... I should try because I'm waiting for some teal Rit dye because I want to color some pillows for the bedroom. I should try it on this cheap roll, just some of it, and see if it works. Like maybe you could just dunk the whole roll into the dye. I wonder. And then you'd have to let it dry properly. Aw, thanks, Marlo. I love it when my friends are hanging out with me. Hey, Patsy. We just finished. I know, I love this one. I so wish that I could get, you know what? Maybe I'll check Amazon and see if I can get some 6-inch burlap in teal. I could make these flowers all day long. I'm telling you, like, I came down here at 1:30, I think, just to prep everything. And then after, when I went upstairs to get the Band-Aids, I took my phone up, I came down and started working again. And then it was like, oh, where's my phone? I think it's past time. Yeah, I could get lost in them. All right, my friends, that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow night. Hey, Carrie. I know, they're just so awesome. I love them. You'll have to watch the replay so you can see how I made them. Super cool. And these twisty ones, those are cute too. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye for now.